I'm Adam Pacitti from Cultaholic.com, joined today by Jack the Jobber. Happy birthday week.
Thank you.
Birthday week.
Birthday week.
What did you get up to?
Just nothing really. I've had the week off, most of it. It's been.
And the catchphrase king, Ross Tweddell. How are you?
Yeah,
happy non-birthday week.
Bloody bastard. Here we
excited?
Should we get it all out the way now?
Yeah.
Flaming drunk guy. Hey.
Apparently they don't drink Fosters.
Yeah,
a lot of comments.
What was it? It's 3 initials in it. The beer.
I thought it was 2.
Is
VK, that's
it
Burger
V-
King. VK, they don't all drink VK.
VK Alka-Pops.
So sorry for any
The casual racism.
racial insensitivity on our part. There's plenty more coming on tomorrow's live stream, starting at 10 a.m, I believe. So this is 9 pitches for tomorrow's WWE Super ShowDown live from Melbourne, Australia. We've each got 3. You know the drill. You've probably seen one of these before.
It's not what we think will happen. It's what we want to happen.
That's the catchphrase.
They contradict our picks, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They do. Ross, do you want to kick us off? Yeah, our prediction. We'll get to it.
Okay, right.
I'm going to go big early, and I want to see the Melbourne screw job involving Becky Lynch.
You want Becky to lose?
There's a little part of my brain that wants to see what would happen if they actually did it and took away the belt so soon after she finally got it. The world would melt. And if they did it via a screw job, the world would... What's the more severe than melting?
Implode.
It would implode.
Yeah.
And it would be fantastic just to see what would happen.
The reaction would be hilarious.
How they would do that, I don't want it to be with Paige because we've just been through the Shane McMahon show and I don't want it to become the Paige show.
No, and there can't be any comeuppance with Paige because she can't wrestle anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's a screw job, it has to be Vince.
Oh, could you imagine? Apparently he's impressed.
Oh.
There was something on Reddit yesterday saying he was impressed with how she's grabbed the ball and done with her promos and whatnot.
Becky?
Yeah.
She's doing a great job.
That would be amazing. That.
So who else is there left to screw her? A new SmackDown GM? Somebody with
Heyman.
Heyman?
Make her a Paul Heyman girl.
Linda.
There's only one person that would be happy with that, and she's not here today.
No.
Jennifer.
Oh, she's a big Linda McMahon fan. The only Linda
Don't know
McMahon
why.
fan in the world. So talk us through the screw job. How does this happen exactly in the ring?
I've got no idea, Adam. I just want to see Charlotte Flair win the championship when she shouldn't do.
So I guess Charlotte locks in the disarm her, or disarm her.
Oh, that's her move.
It's got it. Yeah. And then immediately Charles Robinson or whoever is in there.
And leaves and runs up
Runs away.
the
She's
presumably massive ramp just off the
pelted
curb.
with shrimps and inflatable crocodiles.
Prawns. They're prawns. They're not shrimp.
What?
I thought there was shrimps.
No, throw another shrimp on the Barbie. That's racist too. We can't do that.
Is it?
It's got to be
I thought it was
throw
the way
another
around.
prawn on the Barbie, which they
Prawn.
say all the time. I love it. I think I'm a glutton for, what's the expression? Not a glutton for punishment. I like seeing people get wound up.
So do I. I love it.
And it would bother everyone. And it would develop into a really interesting
And when
storyline
she
as
gets
well.
the belt back eventually, that would be twice as good as it was the first time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I'm fed up of seeing Montreal 2.0, 3.0, 4.0.
It's
Every
been a while,
promotion's
though.
done it. It has been a while.
Was the last
In
one
WWE, yeah.
Punk?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Years ago.
It was,
Teddy
but
Long thing.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
But it's it has been done to death. But in this case, I actually think it's quite good, but probably
Heat.
for all the wrong reasons. So it's a
Adding
guess from
height.
me.
Great.
It's a yes from me as well. I'd really like to see that. I'd like to see the front row do the front row that... You know, that's the thing that always gets me about the original script. They all jump out like, what? I want to see that. I think Charles Robinson's the funniest option at referee as well.
If he came, no. Let's have another. Let's have Mike Kyoto to start the match. Kyoto's knocked out and Robinson does the run
Oh.
down the ramp, which looks like it's 7 miles long again.
And then has to run back up it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they
With
going to have
Charlotte.
little carts to get down to the ring?
The fat lads probably.
Big E and... what other big lads are there?
Kane and Undertaker.
Samoa Joe, maybe. Oh, Kane and Undertaker. Yeah,
All
they're
the
gonna-
old lads.
Oh, Taker's entrance.
It's
He'll be there for days. Yeah, it's definitely a yes from me anyway.
a yes from me as well.
Oh, I might change one of my picks now after thinking about Taker's entrance. So have him fly down like Sting. That's not one of my official picks. Break both his knees.
Jack.
I'm going to go for a pretty simple one. I think The Miz should beat Daniel Bryan, but with an added wrinkle, maybe with the help of a new lackey.
Ah, Miz Taraj 2.0.
Well, or lackeys, yes, because I think that Miz deserves a title reign,
Yeah.
and I think that maybe it's time for AJ Styles' well, this is a number one contender match, but I think that Miz should then go on to beat AJ Styles for it. And I think that we've seen him beat Daniel Bryan with the help of Maurice, but she's taken some time off to be a mother.
Selfish.
Yeah. And Miz can't beat Daniel Bryan clean. That can't really happen, I don't think. So I think that he should win with the help of someone new or unexpected.
Have you got anyone in mind?
Honestly, when I was brainstorming this before, the Iconics.
Yeah.
But it's in Australia, they'll get cheered.
No, they're not getting cheered. I really don't think they will
I
get
think-
cheered.
Yeah,
No,
I
I think
think they
they're
will.
so good at their job that they're
I
not
think
gonna get cheered.
Australians are quite like us with the patriotism.
Maybe they'll
Patriotism.
get cheered on the way to the ring, but they're going to get some mic time like they do every week on SmackDown, and they're going to upset the Australians, I think. Anyway,
I think that because he's gonna, if this does happen and he does win the belt from Styles later on, then he's gonna have the belt during a bit of a hard time of year in the build up to the Royal Rumble when everyone sort of falls off a bit and then comes back for the Rumble. I think that it's a tricky one, and I'm not saying the Miz isn't good enough to cut promos and carry that title all the way through, but it would help if he had someone with him to freshen things up a bit. I just don't know who.
I agree. I think whatever happens here, they sort of need to inject something new and big into the Daniel Bryan-Miz feud, or it needs to be put on the back burner for a bit. And that it looks like that's going to happen, obviously, with the number one contender thing, but it's a weird position. I got a load of flack for this on a video earlier this week where I said that, Daniel Bryan now, he just feels like another wrestler. And there were a lot of comments saying...
I've said the same.
But there were a lot of comments saying, well, yeah, he is just another wrestler. I was like, oh.
His return wasn't, though.
His return was...
He was the biggest star in the world 4 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that maybe it's people that didn't watch 4 years ago. People think that Cultaholic are really biased towards Daniel Bryan. Have you seen...
No?
Yeah, I've seen quite a few comments like
Oh,
that. I just think
that
back...
young.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Sickening.
I don't know what, but he doesn't feel special anymore. I would love to see. Yeah, I'm all for Daniel Bryan versus The Miz for the WWE title at WrestleMania,
Yeah, same.
and if that's the way that we get that, I just don't know who would pair with The Miz.
I like the idea of women being his lackeys because how do the men who's facing the Miz hurt them? And I like that dynamic.
Yeah,
You can hide behind them and
Yeah.
stuff. But also the Iconics can kick ass if necessary.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
can dish out a bit of a move on his opponent or whatever.
Yeah.
They can't do it back. It's unfair. And that's
Yeah.
the Miz's modus operandi.
yeah, I like it. It'd be a nice
you.
way to get the title off of AJ. Yeah, I want to say I'm all for it again.
Thank you.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Same. Yeah.
what a start. Adam.
Isn't this nice?
I'm not going to let you down, guys.
Oh, here we go.
So I'm gonna start off with one of my smaller ones, I think, and that is Dean Ambrose absolutely does not turn on Seth and Roman
Okay.
at this stage. I really like the teasing of the turn. You were talking about it on the podcast, which isn't released yet, but we recorded it yesterday, saying that the things that he was saying things, but then
They all had
maybe
double
not meaning them.
meanings.
Yeah, and I'm really enjoying that. But it's just far, far too soon. I think it's too soon to even be really teasing the heel turn. I'd like to see this in 3 months' time. I'm hoping that the Shield get together. They give it at least 6 months, because otherwise it's just a little bit meaningless. Which isn't to say that I wouldn't like to see Dean turn at some point, because I think we've all wanted heel Dean Ambrose for an awful long time, because we know how good he can be. And
That's why
sort
they're doing it, isn't it? Because we've wanted it for so long.
And
I
you
guess.
don't think they're going to give it to us.
No, they're
You
just
think
going to
Seth's
keep
gonna
teasing
turn
and
again or
teasing and
something?
teasing. Especially with Crown Jewel. The Shield's going to be on that, aren't they?
Yeah.
The Saudi princes will go wild. They'll bring back Bull Buchanan.
Why?
Because he used
he
to
wears
wear...
a body
used to-
armor.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, for me, it's just like I want to see Dean turn heel. John Moxley, like CZW heel, Moxley's amazing, obviously. I just don't want to see it at this point, and I don't think we will. But that's pretty much it. I just don't want to see it.
I'd agree. I think that doing the turn on this show would be a bit of a waste. I think I think that's the sort of turn that could maybe be better happening on a Raw or something like that. Just when it does happen.
Mm-hmm.
But either way,
Seth turned on.
Raw.
was that
Yeah,
Raw?
it was on Raw,
It was the
yeah.
night after a pay per view.
Yeah.
yeah. Could do the same. Could be at a pay per view, but not this one.
Mm-hmm.
I think there needs to be stuff on this show that doesn't make it another Greatest Royal Rumble exists in a vacuum. What's really going on? I think there needs to be
Yeah.
ties to storylines, but not that one. I think you're right. I think he shouldn't turn yet.
They're in a tricky spot, aren't they? Because what's happening with Dean's the most interesting stuff on the show.
Yeah.
I think in the whole of probably the main roster, maybe Milwaukee and Samoa Joe going after
On Raw, it
family
definitely
members
is.
aside. Yeah, it's the most interesting thing on Raw, but they might go a bit too long with it, which is the worrying thing. If it goes every week, is he going to do it?
Well, that's
becomes
it.
a
That's
bit
why I think
tiring
they're just
after a while.
starting it too soon. If
Yeah.
they're going to be together for a while, then this isn't the time to start teasing that.
I like
Which
if they just
probably means we're not
every
gonna
now and
get it.
again just dipped in and out. That's how
Yeah.
they should do it, I guess.
Sure.
But yeah, since the Shield broke up last year and just reunited a few weeks ago, I guess it is too soon to do it now.
I was thinking about
Think of
something.
the T-shirt sales.
True, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know.
Wait,
Ambrose.
who was the
himself.
Shield wrestling? Super
The
Showdown.
wars of the dogs of war.
Oh, it's the 3-on-3. Okay,
Yeah,
right.
so
Okay,
it's-
right.
What did you call him? Big.
Big Braun, medium Drew, and little Dolph.
There you go.
I sort of described medium Drew.
Yeah.
We've screwed that up, by the way. We both got the same prediction, the heels on that one. But if the rumoured Survivor Series match happens with Team Angle having the Shield on it, I think they want to get rid of Angle, maybe bring him back as a wrestler. I think they're losing. So I think Shield are winning tomorrow.
Maybe that's when Ambrose turns at Survivor Series to cost Team.
Ah, that's good.
And that's Angle's first feud sorted, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a couple of months away as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
A
nice
month,
feud,
month
isn't
and
it?
a half.
And Dean running circles around knackered old Kurt.
Because of
Yeah,
Montreal.
brutalising him. That'd be brilliant. No,
Yeah.
genuinely.
Because of Montreal, I think that Survivor Series always has an air for me of like, oh, what's gonna something, and sometimes nothing does. But I'm
As
always
long
like,
as it's
"Oh."
not like last year. Do you remember last year?
This
Triple
was
H.
Shane
You thought
and
you'd
Trips.
won, I thought
Yeah.
I'd lost. You thought you'd won again, I thought I'd lost. Triple H just making it all about him.
Yeah.
What
Didn't
a great
Shane
man.
eliminate a few? He looked like a wrestler again.
Yeah.
That was the
He's
sort of start of it. Yeah. Here we go.
best in the world.
No. So is that a yes from both of you on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, friends forever.
I'm going to go a bit silly this time.
God forbid.
AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. I want Wendy and at least Annie to be at ringside. Even though we've both picked AJ Styles to win that match in the predictions, I want Joe to win somehow, being a horrible heel. And I want to go ringside. I want him to pie Wendy off in some form or fashion and steal Annie. Run up the alleyway with Annie. And then next week on SmackDown Live, Annie returns with a short back and sides looking all Samoan.
Looking all Samoan. How do they do that? Like an Uso?
I don't know. Is that... Oh.
Just comes up
No, I
dressed,
think it's fine. I think it's
dressed
fine.
as Joe.
They're dressed as Joe.
Yeah. I mean,
I was watching Joe's he's Bound for Glory Evans last night from years and years ago, and he did the old dance routine.
Yeah.
That's where the inspirations come from.
It's nice. I think the whole storyline here, the subject of Joe's, if you can call it affection, has been Wendy. So a hell of a swerve for him to then pie Wendy off, as you say.
I don't know how he would do that without crossing the boundary.
Well, but you can steal a kid. That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he'd just be there. It's like, yeah, I don't want you. I want that one. The little. I don't know
I
what
love
else
it
to say about this.
this SmackDown's becoming silly late 90s soap opera wrestling from top to bottom, and it's great.
It is great.
And this would just ramp that up even more. For me.
Where does it lead from here?
AJ Styles has got a chase on to get his child back.
And his title.
It ends in a custody.
Oh,
Annie.
yeah. Annie suspended from a thing. The first to retrieve Annie wins the belt and the Annie.
And the Annie.
Ooh. I don't know what else we can say about
And
this.
then we can have the musical later on. Is that Annie was the
Annie's a
writer?
musical.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have Samoa Joe and AJ Styles starring the wrestling version of Annie. It's all
It's
right.
a hard knock life for
She would
us.
have to sing that, though, wouldn't she?
Yeah, she's a talented kid.
Is she?
Yeah.
I guess
It's all
she's-
in Samoan.
Good bit of acting. Daddy, are you bleeding?
It's 100% yes from me.
Oh, great.
Got nothing to add to this one.
It's a no from me, unfortunately.
You don't want to see
Because-
weeks of Samoa Joe
because-
tormenting a child.
Because I think that's obviously brilliant. I'm not questioning the storyline. It's just because I think that it should be Miz versus AJ. That's the only reason.
It's the only reason.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fair enough.
That's all right.
Nice, Jack.
Well, I went for a Charlotte Becky double turn, but Ross kind of covered that with the screw job. So I'm just going to go for a bit of an obvious one. I think that in a barn burner of a match, Buddy Murphy should defeat Cedric Alexander and win the Cruiserweight Championship. All right, you don't need to. It's all right.
Nah, I'm all for it.
Well, yeah, I'm not the only person who suggested this. So, something on Reddit, I think, that said Cedric hadn't lost for like a year nearly, or maybe over a year. Yeah, he hasn't lost a match.
And he's really good. He's a
He
good
is really
wrestler.
good.
He's got no character.
No, yeah, he's a bit
It's
just...
been a lackluster reign in a division that needs a champion,
yeah,
a real
it's been
champion.
It's been a good reign in terms of match quality, but not stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's gone too far the other way from Enzo Amore, hasn't it? He was too much.
Yeah.
And now Cedric's too little.
Yeah.
You need that medium ground, don't you?
Neville?
Neville.
Yeah, yeah, well. But yeah, I think it should be given a lot of time, this match, because I think the pair of them can have a wonderful match.
I don't think it will because there's no pre-show.
They can't put that on the pre-show.
No, there's no pre-show.
Oh, there's just no pre-show.
Apparently not. No, I couldn't see any reference to a pre-show.
And what was 10
anywhere.
matches?
10 matches.
Right.
It's probably going to be about 20 hours long.
Okay, well, I
If
think
they do have time. I think
Maybe
they'll
they
get
do.
10 minutes.
I think they deserve more than
The
that.
WrestleMania one got a long time, didn't it?
That was on the pre-show though.
That was the pre-show.
Oh.
But no, I think it should be a clean win for Buddy Murphy, even though he's a heel and a bit relentless and stuff. I think it should be clean. And I think it should be a big celebration for him.
Totally. Like, to me, this comes down to either the Iconics are winning, which I don't think they are, or Buddy Murphy's winning. And I think the more deserving winner and the better storyline outcome is definitely from Buddy Murphy catching the title. And he's a guy that everyone glossed out. He could be a joke. It's like you would talk about before the past couple of weeks. It would be like, oh yeah, that's like Victor beating whoever. You could 6 months ago you could have said like, oh, that's like Buddy Murphy beating Triple H, and he's actually proved everyone wrong.
He's
and he's
really
done
good.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
Yeah, he's really good.
Really good in the ring. Good promo. I just think it's time for Cedric's reign to end. So I'm 100% with you on this one.
Same. I think, if one Australian has to lose, you can still make it work with it being a house show vibe with the Iconics losing because they are heels and annoying and whatnot. But if Bobby Dabby. If Buddy Murphy loses, I think that'll just rile fans up over there, won't it? Surely.
There'll be cans of Foster's, not Foster's.
Bottles of VK.
Being thrown into the ring.
Definitely drink. Yeah, no, it's 100% from me.
Thank you.
I guess mine does sort of lead on from Buddy Murphy. Mine involves the Iconics and the other Australian team on the card, or the other Australians on the card. And mine more specifically involves Asuka and Naomi. It's a pairing that I don't understand. Both women deserve better than this thrown together nonsense, but especially Asuka, in my opinion. So I already had Dean absolutely not turning on his partners. I'm going to have Asuka absolutely turning on Naomi because it's a cheap way, to get to make Asuka more relevant again, for sure. A heel turn, it's always like, oh yeah, they need to turn heel. It's just like it's a very simple way of giving some sort of progression to character. But in this case, I think she absolutely needs something. And although this isn't where I would like to see an Asuka turn because it's a glorified house show, I just want to see her doing something. It's been such a fall from grace for her. It really, and I was so optimistic. After Charlotte beat her, I was like, okay, that's fine, because it's hard to book a streak for a long time. But then Carmella's beat her clean. It's just another wrestler again.
At the time when she said you were ready for Asuka to Charlotte at WrestleMania, I thought, oh, that's quite a cool moment. But looking back on it, that's been very much the end of her push. Yeah. So, I think so. How during the match?
Maybe after. I don't really care.
Okay.
I don't know. Sorry, I'm not trying to be a dick. No. I just, I guess during the match, because then the Iconics can pick up the cheap win, because they shouldn't be beating the team of Asuka and Naomi clean either. Clean. This goes against our predictions again, but it's just one that, I don't know, Asuka needs something. And soon as well.
It's a bit of a weird one because at the minute everyone's very much invested in Becky and Charlotte. So if Asuka does do a big heel turn now, she might just get lost in the shuffle again.
That's a fair point. As I said, I'm not saying that this is the best time for it.
Something does need to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. It's weird because there's not really, apart from Roman obviously, there's not really a guy or woman in WWE now, is there? That's not how they do things anymore.
What, the guy sort of
everyone's just the same, aren't they?
Yeah, true.
Across the board, apart from Roman, who is clearly the guy still.
I still feel like
Brock, obviously, but
a month ago you could have said Charlotte in that case, I think.
But they've made a mess. They've made just as big a mess as Charlotte as they have with Asuka, I think.
Oh yeah, because now people are booing Charlotte. And
Charlotte is probably the best women's wrestler in WWE, in my opinion.
I mean, Asuka's up there for me as well. But
now they've just made her the female Roman Reigns, which is just
getting booed completely unnecessarily as well.
Yeah.
It'd be fair enough if it was a double turn. That was their intention, but you've actually just wasted one of your, I don't want to say best faces, but a strong face.
Looking as well at like the other horsewomen, Bayley and Sasha Banks, who are now a tag team on Raw. It's like, is this because of Ronda that all the top quality women have been pushed down the card a little bit, and the Bellas all sort of dominating at the top? And it seems like the card's a bit topsy-turvy, apart from Ronda, who deserves to be at the top. But elsewhere, you've got like the Bellas at the top, and you've got these really talented women's wrestlers all kind of messed up sort of. Becky's obviously at the top of the card on SmackDown, but
I
think
you're right.
In their right place.
It's felt that way for a long time with Sasha and Bayley.
Yeah, true.
Which is even more frustrating.
Yeah.
I guess they feel that perhaps, hey, we've got this opportunity with Ronda, tremendous money, tremendous marketing. The Bellas can come back for a little bit at this point, fair enough. Bayley and Sasha will be around for another 3 or 4 years.
Maybe it's just giving Ronda time to get better, and then when she is better, she can finally have a half an hour match with Sasha or somebody.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's a funny way of doing it, isn't it? Because Sasha's sort of dead.
Yeah, you'd have to really work on building Sasha up for a long time as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, Asuka turning on Naomi.
Yeah, why
I
not?
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think somebody's just come in our office.
Oh.
Do you want to go and have a look?
Yeah.
Thoughts on who it could be? No one.
It's no one.
It's a ghost.
Hearing things. Spooky
No,
cultaholic
I
ghost.
heard that as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Third one.
Third one, Ross.
I'm going a bit controversial. I want to see the finish to the Bella Twins versus Riott Squad match, and Ronda, obviously, our Lord and Saviour, to be Liv Morgan knocking out Brie Bella.
With a kick.
It doesn't have to be a kick. It could be a blue mist. Debut that. I'd like to see Liv Morgan do.
Knocking her out with a blue mist.
Yeah.
That's a good shout.
Is that how it works?
Maybe she goes, and then like bonks on the turnbuckle or something and knocks out.
Blue mist for Liv's a cracking idea. That she likes the colour blue.
Yeah.
Her tongue's always blue for some reason. But I just want to just to see what the reaction would be. It's that dirty part of my brain that likes to see people getting riled up.
Yeah.
I'd love to see what would happen if Liv knocked her out. Or maybe if Liv just knocked her out on a shoot, brother.
Yeah.
That would be equally as entertaining.
So you want Samoa Joe to kidnap a baby?
Yes.
You want Liv Morgan to knock out a woman?
toddler, not a
To
baby.
injure
Toddler,
her.
sorry.
Injure her.
Yeah.
Wow. It's. I'm lost for words here. Help me out, Jack.
What? Oh, I think it would be not a shoot one, but I think it would be hilarious and apt. But at the same time, I can't. You know what? Yes, I'm gonna go with yes.
I think I'm going to say no. Because I think they just want to get part. No, it'd be funny, wouldn't it? Yes. Yes. Why not?
It's not a legitimate hatred from me towards Brie Bella. Accidents happen, we all know that. It's just, I like to see people getting riled up and funny things happening.
They do that, and then at Survivor Series, we get Brawl for All with Liv Morgan and Bella in a legit
They knock
shoot
each
fight.
other out and then it ends in a no count. At WrestleMania we go to for Liv Morgan versus Brie Bella.
I'm all
Right
for it,
itself.
yeah.
This is Butterbean.
The winner gets- He's still alive, isn't he?
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Bart Gunn is.
Yeah, get Bart Gunn in.
Yeah, I was more worried
just in
about
case Butterbean isn't.
Yeah.
We'll draft
One of the
Bart
two.
Gunn.
him. Yeah.
Whoever's available. I'm pretty sure they both are. Jack.
My last one involves Owens and Elias versus Cena and Bobby Lashley.
Okay.
Cena's gone missing. He's grown his hair out and he's living in China now and going
Does he
ice.
live in China?
He lives in China, yeah.
Going ice.
Seriously?
They've
Yeah, I
been
think
putting
so.
videos out where he goes
He's
and
got ice
gets
skating.
food and
Yeah.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because he just loved it so much when he was out there for the show.
He's probably helping to develop wrestling over there or something, I guess.
Sure, yeah.
It's very odd.
That's why he's got to learn his new finishing move, the punch.
Yeah, the sixth move of doom.
Went all the way to China to learn that one.
So I don't think because of that and because Bobby Lashley's not caught on with the crowd as WWE expected, although the Leo Rush thing started to turn it around.
Yeah.
But because of that, I don't think they deserve to win, especially on Raw. You see how class that segment was with Kevin Owens and Elias.
Yeah,
The
it
heat
the heat was unbelievable.
It reminded me
yeah.
of Zach Gibson. Just that you
Just
couldn't hear
sustained
him 'cause-
booing for a minute. Yeah.
But and they were clearly having the best time. doing it.
Yeah.
And I think they deserve to win.
Of course they do.
But I don't think they're going to. But
no,
I think
there's
they
no
should.
chance. I think this is literally the most predictable
Yes.
wrestling match this year.
Yeah.
If not ever.
But I think that they should win, and I think they should win with Kevin Owens pinning John Cena clean, because I think we need to be reminded that Kevin Owens is a good wrestler, and at one time had Cena's number because he knew how to beat. He did beat Cena when he first came on the roster. And I think it would be a good. And then I've got here as well, and then Elias and Kevin Owens sing "Waltzing Matilda" for ages
Lovely.
because I like that song.
It's a brilliant
Really
song.
good song, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be singing that.
Oh,
For sure.
sing me too. Oh, that's a Cockney
Get
accent,
the old,
that.
get the old
Sing
slim,
Matilda.
get the old Slim Dusty out. We will be doing that tomorrow for sure.
Slim Dusty.
Slim Dusty, he's like he did I think the year 2000's Olympic closing ceremony, and it was one of the most poignant Australian moments of all. It's lovely, isn't it?
Like just the blokes now.
Yeah, and he's going along and
just
like
the girls. Yeah, it's class.
Fantastic.
Wish that was Australian for that. I was like, oh, that's really fun.
Yeah, I felt
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
So
Just like the song "Girls Just Want to Have Fun." I love that
You
song.
just
Like,
wanna be a
just Be a
girl.
girl for that song, just to know what it's like. Yeah. Anyway, carry on.
it's 100% a yes from me. It's such a weird thrown together non-match. They announced it like 3 months ago.
It's such a good song. I just agree.
They threw it together like 3 months ago when Lashley was a little bit more relevant.
Yeah.
And it's stuck, and it's crap, isn't it?
Cena's just not been there for the build. It's really
Yeah,
odd.
nothing at all.
No.
This is we were saying yesterday the house showiest of the house show. Yeah, it's 100% from me. It's a shame that even if they did win, it wouldn't really mean that much because it sort of feels a little bit non-canon, this stuff. But yeah, no, I'm all for, obviously, those two guys.
Kevin Owens needs to win all the time.
Yeah.
They need to piss people off all the time.
Yep.
But it's not going to happen, is it?
Do you think they're going to be a unit for the next few weeks or months?
I don't know.
Years?
It's funny because it's another best friend for Kevin Owens. It's the third one, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
A bit too much for me.
But they are really good together.
I like when he said that we're just great guys. Don't know why I like that so much, but I did. But yeah. He's shown he can do it before, so why not?
It's 2 yeses. Jack, I think that's a clean sweep for you, right?
I think it's the first time I've ever got a clean sweep.
Nice.
What a day.
Woo!
Hey.
Happy birthday.
Week.
Happy birthday week. Mine, my final one, it's a big one. It is The Undertaker defeating Triple H clean. Then, Shawn Michaels and Undertaker, they look at each other. They meet eye to eye. Shawn Michaels rolls in the ring. He stares down The Undertaker, grabs a mic, they're looking, eye contact, and he says, "Wow, Undertaker, that was a really, really good match, and I can't believe you beat my best friend Paul." I mean Triple H. "Before this match, it felt like a part of my soul was missing, and that I still had something to prove by defeating you at a future event. First in a tag match, and then if I didn't succeed there, in a one-on-one match at Survivor Series, or perhaps even WrestleMania. But after that showing, it's clear that I wouldn't have a chance at defeating you, so I don't want to try. The more I've thought about it, the more I realise that you retiring me at WrestleMania 26 was the perfect send-off. And although having another match solely for financial gain wouldn't ruin my legacy, it would in some way tarnish it. Let me shake your hand, big man. I'm going to leave now, and you won't see me in this ring again unless it's a Raw or SmackDown anniversary show. I'm sorry. I love you."
God, to be a lost in 316 moment, that one. Isn't it?
So, essentially, like, have you...
While that's all happening, Triple H is just out cold on the floor as well.
What time was it when you wrote that last night? Wake up out of bed. God!
I did it in the Uber on the way to the office this morning on my phone. So you've seen the UK office, the Christmas special, where Dawn and Tim finally get together. There's a glimmer of hope for David Brent. It's the most perfect send-off possible. Every character is wrapped up in a nice little bow in some way. And then they did the David Brent film.
Yeah, right.
Only Fools and Horses. Beautiful, poignant moment with Rodney and Dale walking and they become cartoon characters. And then they did a few more Christmas specials. And everyone always has to say when they talk about those shows, it's like, oh yeah, The Office, perfect, absolutely perfect. Obviously not counting the film.
Yeah.
Only Fools and Horses, oh brilliant, except for that Who Wants to Be a Millionaire episode. And that's what's going to happen with Shawn Michaels if he has another match. Because it isn't going to be. No, it's like, the story's done. The story is done. And I
you
just
not
don't
wanting
see
it after that promo on Raw a few weeks ago? Because I was like, oh.
No, not really.
God, is everything okay?
With me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it. How much better can the match be? It can't.
It won't, but, it'd be interesting.
It's going to happen anyway, isn't it? I don't know. It would be interesting, but it wouldn't be more interesting than what already happened.
Plus, they're seasoned old vets, aren't they? That's old in Geordie. They'd be able to come up with a really creative way that would be exceeding far expectations more than.
That's maybe I'm not giving them credit. Maybe that's
because they've done it before, haven't they? These old people. Trying to think of one now.
What a good one. Brett coming back to defeat Vince at WrestleMania.
That is
30
prime
minutes slobber
example.
knocker.
Jerry Lawler at WrestleMania 27 is another prime example.
Yeah. Goldberg was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Except for Owens.
Yeah.
I agree with you, but not in the way that it's done.
Sure.
I think it was a more symbolic way of doing it rather than thanks to
Gives him his ponytail.
He's been keeping it for a month.
Apparently Vince has got Triple H's
What?
ponytail
Oh.
Where?
in his office, I would guess.
Why?
In a
Rubby
frame.
that, isn't it? In a frame?
Yeah. Sure, I've heard them say that in an interview before.
Oh, fair.
That's weird.
Doesn't die, does it? Just stays there.
Yeah, I guess it gets a bit crusty, but whatever. Yeah. Jack, where were you?
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe that's how Triple H wins. Just stabs him with his ponytail.
What are the odds?
Crusty ponytail.
Yes.
Yes.
I'd rather not see it. Yeah.
I'm going to say no, Adam. I've,
Just because of the wording there. You want? Oh no, you want to see it.
I'd quite like to see Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels again.
Fair.
Just that promo. If that promo didn't happen, I'd probably agree with you, but that promo made me want to see it. So
Fair play.
I'm not going to go back on my word.
Not a clean sweep. That's fair enough. Well, this has been fun.
Yeah.
It's been a hoot, hasn't it?
It has. Tune in tomorrow. I think it's 10 a.m., but check your local listings. We'll be doing a live stream.
That's UK time, by the way.
Yes, yeah. BST. And we'll be drinking Foster's, which all the Aussies drink, and we'll be frying, barbecuing prawns.
What is that beer called? BKM. BCM.
MSG.
That's the club in Magaluf.
It's X something.
Isn't it just...
They're going to let us know in the comments. They're going to be
Isn't
going
it
X,
mental.
go and
isn't
give it
just
to you.
4 X's?
4X is different.
Okay, right.
No, that's what I'm thinking of, though.
Oh, right, okay.
Let us know what Aussies drink in the comments. At Adam Pacitti.
Ross on wrestling.
Jack the Jobber.
Take care. Goodbye.